important topic, verbs. It is so important in a sense that we cannot make any sentence without a verb. It means that whatever we say in English will have a verb in it. Then only it will make a sentence. Otherwise it will only be a phrase or a word. So verb is an essential part of a sentence in English. So let us think about what a verb is. I have brought a bat in this class. What do we do with it? I play with it. What do you do? You also play with it. So, play is a word in that sentence. Play is a word of action. It says, what do we do with it? It says, what do you do with it? It says, what does she do with it? So it is a word of action. Play is a word of action. So it is an action word and it is a verb. Then can you say some examples of verbs? Eat. It is a verb. It is a word of action. Drink. Jump. Write. Teach. So many action words are there in English. So we can explain a verb. What does a verb mean? It means a word of action. That is the first explanation I do give you. Verb is a word of action. Now let us think about another. I am a teacher. I am a teacher. Is there any action word in it? No, there is no action word in it. Then how can it be a sentence? I already told you that there must be a verb in a sentence. There is no action word in that sentence. How can it be a sentence? But you should remember, in that sentence there is a word, am. Am shows what I am. It shows the state of being, what I am. So, am is the word which shows the state of being and it is a verb. There are some other words which shows the state of being. Is, he is a student. They are boys, are. He was a pilot, was. They were students, were. So these words shows the state of being of the subject. Such words are also verbs in English. So I can further define, redefine what a verb is. Verb is not only a word of action, but it also shows the state of being of the subject. Let us think about another sentence. Here, I have a pen. Is there any action word in it? No action word in it. Is there any state of being? The word which shows any state of being? No. But there is another word in it. Have. Have shows possession. What do I have in my hand? It shows possession. I have a pen. She has a pencil. Has. They had a house. Had. So has, have, had. All these words shows possession. They are also verbs in English. So I'm going to further redefine what a verb is. Verb is a word of action. It also shows the state of being of the subject, and it also shows possession. So remember, verb is not only an action word, but also it shows the state of being, like is, are, was, were. Again, it shows possession, like has, have, had. So, verb is a very important item in English. It is one of the parts of speech in English. Now let us think about verbs in detail. There are mainly two types of verbs: ordinary verbs and helping verbs or auxiliary verbs. I'm not going to say about auxiliary verbs now. Now I am going to talk about ordinary verbs. There are two types of ordinary verbs. Let us think about it. Let us think about a verb, play. Play has 4 forms. Play is the base form. It is the present form. The second form or the past form is played. Again, there is the third form, past participle, played. And again, the fourth form, ing form or present participle form, playing. We are adding ing to the base form so that we will get the fourth form. So a verb has 4 forms: base form or present form, past participle form, present participle form. So play, played, played, playing. Jump, jumped, jumped, jumping. Listen, listened, listened, listening. Wish, wished, wished, wishing. Watch, watched, watched, watching. Like, liked, liked, liking. So here there is a speciality. The past tense and past participle of these verbs we do get by simply adding d or ed to the base form. Play, played, played. D or ed is being added there. Thus we are getting the second and third form. So it is regular in way. So we can say that they are regular verbs. So verbs, ordinary verbs are of 2 types. One is regular verbs. Regular verbs are those which get their past tense and past participle by merely adding d or ed to the base form. Now let us think about some other verbs. For example, come. What is the past tense and past participle of come? Come is the present form. Came is the second form. And the third form is come again. Come. And the present participle is coming. That is same for all. Run. Ran. Run. Running. Teach, taught, taught, teaching. You see, what difference do you notice here? Here the past tense and past participles are not formed by merely adding d or ed to it. And also it is irregular in form. There is an irregular pattern. Come, came, come. Run, ran, run. Put, put, put. Cut, cut, cut. You see, there is difference. So such type of verbs are called irregular verbs. What do we mean by irregular verbs then? The past tense and past participle of an irregular verb is formed in an irregular way, not in a regular way. There is a difference between regular verbs and irregular verbs. I hope you have understood the difference between regular verbs and irregular verbs. Once again I repeat, verbs are of two types. Ordinary verbs are of two types, regular verbs and irregular verbs. As I told you earlier, verb is a very important part of speech in English. It is an integral part of English. We cannot make any sentence without a verb. So learning about verb is very essential to say, to speak, to write in English. So if we learn about verbs, we will get more confidence in English. So it is better to have a thorough knowledge about verbs in English. Now it is time for winding up. We shall meet in our next session. Till then, bye bye.